Hey, what is up, guys? Hope y'all are doing good. So, with the whole virus going on, everybody's, outside of the gym now. A lot of people have been doing pull-ups because the pull-up bars are open at the parks, or you got a pull-up bar at home. A lot of people are getting more into calisthenics, and one-arm pull-up, man, that's the skill that everybody's trying to get when they really get into calisthenics. And it's a hard move to get. Patience is key for this one, and I've been training it for close to 6 years, I think, and only now this year I've really been able to do at least 1 or 2 reps every single back workout session I have. This one comes and goes, man. Sometimes you can do one and sometimes you can't. But if you are consistent with training, I really do think that you can probably get this skill with a year's worth of training. If you follow kind of what I say, or you take some other tips from other people, I think you'll get it. So let me go over how I think you should schedule your workout or plan your back workout to actually get a one-arm pull-up. When you first start off, you have to have your base strength, so be able to do at least 10 or 15 regular 2-arm pull-ups. That means you have some forearm, back, elbow, shoulder, everything's like good enough to start training. So first things first is you should do one-arm hangs. So just hang on the bar, try to hang with one arm for 30 seconds, be able to hold 30 seconds, it'll build up some grip, and the most important thing is it will build stability in your shoulder and your back so that you can hang on one arm. Because you notice when you hang on one arm, you start to like kind of twirl around because you don't have any stability there yet. You haven't built your one arm stability, and that's why you can do a shit ton. There are like people that can do like 30 plus pull-ups in a row, but they can't do a one-arm pull-up because they just haven't built the stability in one arm in order to do a one-arm pull-up. You need to train one arm to get a one-arm pull-up. Now, it doesn't mean that doing like other 2-arm moves or like strength training with weights doesn't help. It does help, but you're never gonna get the one-arm pull-up if you don't train one-arm pull-up exercises. So after you get your 30-second one-arm hang, you gotta move on to trying to build the strength. So how you build the strength is you start doing finger-assisted pull-ups. So you do regular 2-arm pull-up, and let's say you're working your left arm this time. So your right arm, you take away fingers. So now you're just doing 3 fingers, and then you do your pull-up. And then when you get stronger, you 2 fingers, you do your pull-ups. 1 finger, do your pull-ups. And when you get pretty strong, you can probably do it with just a pinky. But be careful because it strains your pinky a lot. So, if it's too tough on your pinky, just, do your index finger. That's how you're gonna build more strength and lean more towards one side. That way you can start to build your raw power in order to explode up with that one arm. So the next exercise I recommend you do is negatives. So one arm pull-up negatives. You're focusing on eccentric, or just letting yourself drop and building muscle then, because you are technically stronger in the eccentric portion, so you're able to pull more strength on that one arm and work that one arm more. But be very careful with one arm pull-up negatives. This is how I got hurt a lot when I was first starting to train one-arm pull-up. You gotta make sure that you don't just rush this one, like you just throw yourself up and then just let yourself drop. If you let yourself drop too fast, your shoulder's not ready for it, your elbow's not ready for it, man, you snap your arm back, and then that's when you get your tendonitis, that's when you get your sprained shoulders. Be careful with this one. Try to go as slow as you can. If you're too tired that day, just do the finger-assisted pull-ups instead, because at least that way you always have some assistance from the other arm, so you're not just like letting go and then bam, you get injured. The third one that I recommend you do is the actual assisted, like one arm but assist with the other arm pull-ups. So you know how some people do one-arm pull-ups like this and call it a one-arm pull-up? That's not a one-arm pull-up for real, but technically it is, because you're still just using one arm to hold the bar. So you start like that. That would be your starting. That's the easiest version. Move on to there. So grab from there, help pull yourself up, and you keep moving up When you get to the point where you can do one-arm pull-ups with your assisting hand on your shoulder, that means you're pretty close. Like, you're almost there. You're almost ready to just bang out the one-arm pull-up rep. So those are the 3 exercises that I really recommend you do: the finger assisted, the negatives, and then the hand assisted one. Other things that you can try are doing weighted pull-ups. So like I said earlier, you have to do one arm exercises to get the one arm pull-up. But if you just lack strength, do the weighted pull-ups, man. Go get yourself a weight belt. I don't know, tie some weights to your ankles and just pull. It really does help to make your pull-ups more explosive when you put weights on your body. So another one you can try is to use like a pulley system, where you tie a weight to the end of a pulley or a rope and use that to kind of give you assistance. The plate that you tie at the end of the rope will give you a reference of how much help you're using to actually do your one-arm pull-up. So the less weight you have on the rope, the closer you are to getting a one-arm pull-up. I think I got that from Fitness FAQs. That dude is jacked, man. Go check that guy out. He definitely has one of the best one-arm pull-ups on YouTube. You can also try to use resistance bands. So you tie the resistance band on the bar and then loop one of your knees through the resistance band, and that'll help pull you up. The problem with that is I broke so many resistance bands doing this that to me it's just not worth it. You can also do like archer pull-ups too, but I really didn't do too much of those, so I can't really speak on that. So here's some tips to kind of schedule your training. So what I do when I do my back workout is I warm up, do 2 or 3 sets of 10, just regular 2-arm pull-ups. And then right after that, when I'm feeling really nice and warmed up, go for it. Try to get your strongest variation of the 1-arm pull-up. Do 1 set of the strongest one you can get. Even if it's only just 1 rep, just try it, because you need to see where you're going if you're actually progressing. After that, you work on your other sets. You do your negatives. I recommend you do your negatives as the first exercise, because they are very taxing on your mental state, man. It takes so much like mental energy when you're like slowly lowering yourself down and you're just getting super mentally tired. Then do the finger assisted ones or the hand assisted, whichever one you feel like works better for you. Here's another really good tip. Try to lose as much weight as you can. The lighter you are, the easier this one is going to be. If you have really low body fat, this will make it easier. Take off your shoes. That's an easy way to put some weight. I know athletic shoes nowadays are super light anyways, but just the mental clarity you get when you shed a little bit of weight, even from just taking off your shoes or taking off your shirt, man, it helps. Trust me on this one. The other one would be to train on an empty stomach, so don't eat before this. Like I'm saying, man, you're just trying to make yourself as light as you can be, so if you don't have any food in your stomach, you feel a little bit lighter anyway, right? When you're structuring your training, I highly recommend that you're able to at least do like 3 reps per set, so be able to go up, lower, down for negatives, be able to do 3 good ones, and then that's when you know that you're ready to progress to a different variation. Don't be, after you're able to get one, try to go to the harder variation, because you're gonna get hurt. And on a final note, man, just be patient with this one. I think it took me almost 2 or 3 years of training one-arm pull-up to finally get my first decent rep. And it comes and goes, man. I lost it for a long time, and then just now I recently got it back. So this year I've recently got it back and got it more consistent. Don't try to rush it, because chances are you're gonna get injured in this long road to getting the one-arm pull-up. But when you do finally get this, or you finally get your first rep, man, it's a good feeling, because those regular dudes that just go to the gym, work out like lat pull-downs and rows and whatnot, damn sure they can't do a one-arm pull-up. So hey, you got one up on everybody at the gym pretty much, unless they do calisthenics too. But yeah, man, leave any questions. If you got some questions, I'm sure I could probably help out, man, because I struggled during this one. So hey, if I can help you out, let me know. I'm thinking about making some more calisthenics videos or maybe some nutrition videos as well, because I do work in the nutrition field. So leave suggestions if you got some. If not, man, good luck. I'll see you guys. Peace.